Hello guys and welcome to episode 2 of the F1 2016 career mode. First off, we get the weekend underway with the good news that the chassis weight has been added, which means we've got minus 6 kgs worth of minus 6 kg of weight, equaling more downforce and faster speeds for the manor. Now we need to check what teams have brought what. Or also brought a reduced chassis weight. Ferrari improved their fuel. Ferrari also upgraded their engine. After what was a disappointing start in Bahrain, I think it's time. No, after what was a disappointing start in Australia, I think it's time we get our own back and head into practice here in Bahrain.
The magnificent Bahrain International Circuit sits majestically in the desert, situated just 30 kilometers from the capital Manama. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix, where practice is about to get underway. A warm welcome once again to the man standing beside me in the commentary box for this session, Anthony Davidson. Hello, Ant. Excited to get underway?
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to seeing the cars get out there on track. They probably won't be on the limit immediately, of course. We know that one or two of the teams are looking to do some work on new aerodynamic packages, so that always takes some time to get into. But it'll be really interesting to see later on in the session what kind of performance gains are there to be found.
Let's get into it, qualifying pace, and let's hope Rosberg doesn't come out of nowhere and put us off track. Some issues, but anyway, do you think Rosberg put us in the wall on purpose, or did we move on to the racing line blocking him, which forced him? It's up to you, so let me know in the comments. Some weird issue to my controller here. Don't know why, I don't know what's going on there. We're gonna have to try fix that, see if we can get it. Something's definitely wrong here. So we're gonna check everything and see if we can fix anything here. Certainly weird. So let's restart the session and see if we can fix that issue. See if it happens again. Hopefully it shouldn't. So unfortunately I've had least in the warm-up qualifying pace. Happy with that.
Our best lap so far is a 1:37.6.
We'll end the session there. Just practice one.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Vettel, Rosberg and Max Verstappen. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be back with more Formula One action very shortly.
Which is certainly better than Australia. We'll see what we can do in qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Naturally, I hope maybe somewhere better than what we did last time out in Australia, where we qualified last. I'm afraid that might not happen again. It shouldn't. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if we succeed in that. So you guys, if you want me to do a 2017 career mode, let me know and I'll try get to that. Let's see what Emma Jenkins has to say for us.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
Alright, so decent qualifying. Should we need to qualify at least 19th or higher and try and beat Pascal. He's currently beating the right route for Australia. But let's go to qualifying and let's hope for a better start than what we got in Australia.
The cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Okay, we know it's going to be a struggle to get out of this session, but give it your best shot.
Yeah, probably will be. We'll see. Should be good enough for us. Third place down to 7th. Let's hope we get through. Said Thompson session, Hamilton second, Ricardo third. We're into 12th, which is already better than what we want. Pascal hasn't started, unfortunately, 20. Q2 is already a big achievement. With this car, is it enough to get us into Q3 is a true question. Q3, yes we are. Rosberg on top, Hamilton, Vettel third. We wedge ourselves between a Red Bull and a McLaren. Top 6, only 1.7 seconds slower. What happened to Rosberg? Let's see what we can do here in Q3. And whether it's all to play for or not. guess isn't all that bad.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Vettel, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
There you go, that's qualifying finish. P6. Quite big accomplishment and a race. Question is, what do we have for the race? Find out. Forgot to mention, we should probably see what Emma Jenkins has for us. What Manor want us to do in this tonight's race.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So they want us to finish 15th for hire, beat Pascal, and place 19th for hire in the Drivers' Championship. I think those are fair goals. I'll see you guys over in the race.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
We're in a very good position today. Let's see if we can do even better in the race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Rosberg, Max Verstappen, and Amano, Kvyat, Alonso, Grosjean, and Carlos Sainz, Perez, Hülkenberg, Kimi Raikkonen, and Button, Gutierrez, Massa, Valtteri Bottas, and Marcus Ericsson, Palmer and Magnussen, Pascal Wehrlein, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So there you go, that's what the grid looks like. This is tonight's race. It's a simple one to lap 5. So obviously this is lap 2.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Okay, copy that. The distance to the leader is 4.8 seconds. Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window opens next lap. Okay, at this rate we'll finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Pit window is open. The pit window is open. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Understood, copy that. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed. We're sat in B12. Ricardo is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 7 laps to go.
So that is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Felipe Massa. For me, that was an outstanding performance that drew on every bit of his not unsubstantial experience.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Well guys, that was the most disappointing thing really. I hate to say what... we were running so well on the points, it was so disappointing to just see what happened to us. That's just how it goes. We're racing something's bound to go wrong when you're in that close proximity. But that will do it for the Bahrain Grand Prix. See you all next weekend for the Chinese Grand Prix. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.